Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading will be for Wednesday, January 27th. All week long, we're using The Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. A very enchanted deck, I must say. I've loved this since the moment I laid eyes on it. And let's get started with the reading. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And we have a repeat card. We have Solace again. And we have Glimpse. I've never worked with this card. Very, very nice card. And the last card is Stolen in Her Sleep. Beautiful, beautiful picture. Okay, so who out there isn't grounding themselves? Who's allowing themselves to be run ragged? Okay, if you're like I used to be, there's never enough hours in the day. I would not eat, not sleep, just so I could get my to-do list done. But guess what? There's more to life than that. And sooner or later, it's going to take its toll on your health. This card is telling us we got to get in tune with nature. Go outside for a walk. Just sit outside and just look up at the sky. Again, do a few breathing exercises, intermittently throughout the day. Nobody even needs to know you're doing them. But whatever it is, we need to practice this grounding. Because if we don't practice the grounding, by the end of the day, we're going to be drained and exhausted like I used to be. I'm still working on this. I'm still trying to cut back on my activities. It's such a hard habit to break. And my mom tells me all the time, I'm entirely too hard on myself. I expect too much of myself, and I do. And I realize it's not worth my health. So whoever's out there not paying attention to this grounding, this needs to be emphasized. And then the next card is Glimpse. And it's a fairy hiding behind a tree. Okay, and they're peeking out from the other side of the tree. And the card reads, Indigo, Rainbow, Crystal Children, and Beyond. Yes, there are so many people growing up right now, the indigos, and just children these days are just so exceptional. I mean, I say this all the time. Some of the 5-year-olds out there, are acting like they're going on the age of 30. I mean, when I was 5 years old, I had no idea what a computer was. I basically played with dolls after school. Now these kids are so advanced. I mean, they're just way beyond their years. Let's put it this way. And I'm sure that each and every one of you have, children in your life, whether it's your own children, whether it's grandchildren, whether it's, nieces or nephews, that they could teach us so much. Just the childlike innocence of them, where they're willing to try things and they don't have preconceived notions of, what could go wrong. They're, ready to explore. They're ready to try anything and everything. And it's so important for us to notice these children in our life, because if you sit and you watch them, they could teach you so much. For many years, my mother did childcare, and there would always be a couple of children here and there that they would just stand out above the rest, that they were just so far advanced that you wondered, when they became adults, you just knew they were going to be a brilliant success. So take some time out today to think of the children in your life, whether they're your own children, children in your family, maybe children that live in your neighborhood, and, appreciate it. Appreciate them, because I'll tell you, they are so far beyond their years. They're just incredible, incredible. And then the last card is Stolen in Her Sleep. And it's a woman laying on the ground. She's sleeping, her eyes are closed, she's in a relaxed position. And the card reads, unaware, unconscious, unawakened. Now, slowly but surely, everyone on this planet is going to become awakened. Okay? A lot of us are still acting, in a way that, how could I say, I don't want to say that they're unaware, maybe ignorant to the changes. We're all at different phases. And this card here, is telling me to, and what I just noticed is there's all these faces. At first I thought when she was laying down that this was just like rocks or, maybe stones surrounding her. They're actually all of these really, really scary faces. Okay, and what I'm thinking is to be on guard. Be on guard. This woman seems like a very innocent person. She's unaware of something going on in her life. Okay? And maybe these people that surround her, people that she deals with every day. And to say, unconscious. Yeah, when I think of unconscious, I'm thinking of, being asleep, unawakened, where you're kind of like, how could I say? You're not aware of something that may be going on right under your nose. Yeah, at first when I saw this card and I'm thinking unawakened, I'm more or less thinking of like a spiritual awakening. Maybe you are on a spiritual path right now, but it seems like the people that surround you in your everyday life aren't. Okay, maybe they're very much unaware of what you're going through. And we all know who we could speak to about this and who we can't. They're not going to believe anything we have to say. They're just not going to understand. They're just not into it. But this here is making me feel like this woman is alone. She's in the sea of people, like a whole sea of people. I wish you could see the faces on this card. To me, it's quite interesting. I don't believe I've noticed that before, but they're just all peering out. And stolen in her sleep, unaware, unconscious, unawakened. Yes, to me, this makes me think that something may not be what it seems. Okay, so be aware this Wednesday of something maybe taking place that you are not aware of, that you're not alert to. Very interesting card. Very, very interesting. And again, it's making me feel like this person here is so innocent. They have no idea, what surrounds them. Maybe this person here is the awakened person on their path, and the ones that surround them, the majority of people aren't. And it's very lonely. Believe me, I know that feeling. I don't know anybody personally, aside from my mom, that seems to be on the same path that I'm on. And if I try to explain it, to friends or family, they probably just dismiss it. So I kind of keep it to myself. So maybe that's what the situation is someone out there is feeling like they're very alone, even though they're surrounded by people, quite possibly, unaware, unconscious, unawakened. And the word stolen in her sleep, it's kind of like something that was done without you being aware, as though you were sleeping when this happened. Very, very interesting card. If any of you have experiences this Wednesday regarding this, maybe being surrounded by people that aren't, on the same path as you, and how, they can be. Yeah, let's leave it at that. This card really has me thinking of who in my immediate circle or who around me maybe that I have trusted or maybe put too much trust in, may not be deserving of my trust. Yeah, they have sinister looks on their faces, and very, very interesting. The one actually has his hand on her arm, and the other one has his hand on her, like her torso. So be aware. Just be alert today of anything or anything that could possibly be pulled over on you. Don't allow someone to pull the wool over your eyes. Let's put it that way. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back.